What's a quote you like? We suffer more often in imagination than in reality, Seneca. How lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard, Winnie the Pooh. Never argue with an idiot. You'll never convince the idiot that you're correct, and bystanders won't be able to tell who's who, Mark Twain. We don't inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children. Finish each day, and be done with it. You have done what you could. Some blunders and absurdities no doubt crept in. Forget them as soon as you can. Tomorrow is a new day. You shall begin it serenely, and with too high a spirit, to be encumbered with your old nonsense. Ralph Waldo Emerson. There is nothing noble in being superior to your fellow man. True nobility is being superior to your former self. Hemingway. Do not attribute to malice that which can be best explained by stupidity. If someone does something that angers you, or hurts you or annoys you, it may be that they made a simple mistake and didn't realize it. If you can't say something nice, say something sarcastic. Garfield. I became insane with long periods of horrible sanity. Edgar Allan Poe. *Anyone can deal with victory. Only the mighty can bear defeat. Trust me, you can dance. Vodka. Courage is being scared to death, but saddling up anyway. If you look at the world through rose-colored glasses, all the red flags just look like flags. This IA from a video game I played many years ago. To say everything is permitted is to understand that we are the architects of our actions, and that we must live with their consequences, whether glorious or tragic. Being in the army. Out of every 100 men, 10 shouldn't even be there, 80 are just targets, 9 are the real fighters, and we are lucky to have them, for they make the battle. But the one is a warrior, and he will bring the others back. Heraclitus. I always tell my soldiers, strive to be the one, but definitely don't be the initial 10. Don't worry about what people think, they don't do it very often. Love is the extremely difficult realization that something other than oneself is real. Iris Murdoch. If a lion shows its teeth, don't assume it's smiling. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Quotes are for dumb people who can't think of something intelligent to say on their own. Bo Burnham. Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana. Groucho Marx. In the beginning the universe was created. This has made a lot of people very angry, and has been widely regarded as a bad move. Douglas Adams. Build a man a fire and he'll be warm for a day. Set a man on fire and he'll be warm for the rest of his life. Terry Pratchett. I don't have a lot of friends, I just know a lot of people. Honorable mention goes to my husband for, if you can do something about it, do it. If you can't, why worry? Every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. Oscar Wilde. I'm no longer accepting the things I cannot change. I'm changing the things I cannot accept. Angela Davis. One often meets his destiny on the path he takes to avoid it. I have to. True knowledge exists in knowing that you know nothing. Socrates. Doing what you believe is right doesn't absolve you from the consequences of your actions. Someone must always pay the price. Unlord/Valus Saladin Forge. Good judgment comes from experience comes from bad judgment. Will Rogers. Life is what you make it, my mom. You're my favorite grandchild, my grandma. Your lack of planning does not constitute an emergency on my part. Chunk it in the asterisk it bucket and move on. Both have been in my professional vocabulary since that start of the pandemic. Life without music would be a mistake. Friedrich Nietzsche. If only it were all so simple. If only there were evil people somewhere insidiously committing evil deeds, and it were necessary only to separate them from the rest of us and destroy them. But the line dividing good and evil cuts through the heart of every human being. and who is willing to destroy a piece of his own heart? Alexander Solzhenitsyn, Gulag Archipelago 1918 to 1956. The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion. Albert Camus. Asterisk 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 it. Someone, probably. You are the villain in someone's story. If everyone brought their miseries and worries together in one place, each would rather take either own home again, take a portion out of the common stock. Sometimes all you need is 10 seconds of insane courage. May you be in heaven for a full half hour before the devil knows you're dead. How old do you have to be before you know what's going on? Calvin, asterisk CALVIN and HOBBES asterisk. Speed doesn't kill you, it's the suddenly becoming stationary that gets you. Jeremy Clarkson. It is possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. That is not a weakness. That is life. Never meet your heroes. It gets more true every year I live. You'll be a fool trying something first, but you'll be a bigger fool for not trying at all. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift. That's why it's called present. Comparison is the thief of joy. Don't ask what a good man is, be one. Just because someone stumbles and loses their way doesn't mean they're lost forever. X. That's what, she. Life sucks and then you die. If you want a happy ending it depends on where you stop the story. Orson Welles. When packing for camping or fishing, better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Take the throne to act, and the throne acts upon you. C.G.P. Grey. A clean house is a sign of a wasted life. There is no problem so bad you can't make it worse. Chris Hadfield. A society grows great when old men plant trees in whose shade they know they shall never sit. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. If you are afraid that reading a book might change someone's thinking, then you are not afraid of books. You are afraid of thinking. Try me. Beyonce, Doctor Strange 2016. Every time someone steps up and says who they are, the world becomes a better, more interesting place. Captain Raymond Holt. What is better? To be born good, or to overcome your evil nature through great effort? Parthenax. I can't take another night up in my room, waiting on a miracle. Backquote, am I the abyss, or did I look into it? I don't know what the future holds, but that means I can imagine the possibilities. Shulk, Xenoblade Chronicles. There is a time to fight, and a time to be clever. Pablo Escobar. I, probably at least once every few days, use my grandpa Joe's life philosophy. Question mark? Asterisk, let not an opportunity to wish your fellow man well, smile, and give them a compliment. For sometimes a kind word is all that is needed to pull that man off the ledge of the building they were about to leap from within their own mind. Asterisk. And a woman who held a babe against her bosom said, "Speak to us of children." And he said, "Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts. For they have their own thoughts. You house their bodies, but not their souls. For their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams. You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you. For life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday. You're the bows from which your children as living arrows are sent forth. The archer sees the mark upon the path of the infinite, and he bends you with his might, that his arrows may go swift and far. Let your bending in the archer's hand be for gladness. For even as he loves the arrow that flies, so he loves also the bow that is stable. Asterisk KHALILGIBRAN asterisk. If it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. The gates of hell are open night and day, smooth the descent. and easy is the way, but to return, and view the cheerful skies, in this the task and mighty labor lies. Virgil, Aeneid, translated by John Dryden. It's not a literal translation, but still quite beautiful. Mankind, be vigilant, we loved you. What's the quote you like? u/Hera28. u/CreativeIntrans 344. Playing at Valhalla, and this one really stuck out. The reputation of a good man never dies, but your name will soon be a curse. Narosa Parks. You are over-encumbered and cannot run. I don't know who said it, but I love this one. Kinda my motto. Idle time is time wasted. Dying is easy, young man. Living is harder. Much unhappiness has come into the world because of bewilderment and things left unsaid. Fyodor Dostoevsky. Money is like the sixth sense. It gives pleasure to your other five senses. It's worded differently because I heard it long ago and I forgot where I did but it stuck with me. What's coming will come and we'll meet it when it does. Hagrid from GoF. If you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to ask someone else first. Kurt Cobain. It is not the fool who doesn't know the answer, it is the fool who doesn't ask the question. My 12th grade history teacher. Not sure where he got it from. Oh you motherfuckers, you shot me in the ass. Denzel Washington. Training Day. It makes me laugh every time uncontrollably. It's sad, I know. In Japan, heart surgeon. Number 1. Steady hand. One day, Yakuza boss need new heart. I do operation. But, mistake. Yakuza boss die. Yakuza very mad. I hide in fishing boat. Come to America. No English, no food, no me. Daryl give me job. Now I have house, American car, and new woman. Daryl save life. My big secret, I kill Yakuza boss on purpose. I good surgeon. The best. Change occurs when the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of change. Fighting for peace is like **** for virginity / George Carlin. You have to be odd to be number 1. Treat others like you want them to treat you. As someone who dabbles in it related stuff at work, I do love me a good praise the omniscient whenever something unexpectedly works. My faves are the joke ones like those from Yogi Berra. But Theodore Roosevelt and Winston Churchill had some good ones as well. Nickel ain't worth a dime anymore. Yogi. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Churchill. I reject your reality and substitute my own. You must never give in to despair. Allow yourself to slip down that road, and you surrender to your lowest of instincts. In the darkest times, hope is something you give yourself. That is the meaning of inner strength, Uncle Iroh. When you have something to say, silence is a lie. The series Mr. Robot has so many amazing quotes. Sorry for the caps lock, but I'm too lazy to type them out. The world is a dangerous place, Elliot, not because of those who do evil, but because of those who look on and do nothing. Mr. Robot. Maybe it's not about avoiding the crash, but it's about setting a breakpoint to find the flaw in the code, fix it, and carry on until we hit the next floor. The quest to keep going, to always fight for footing. Maybe we are all just stumbling from the right questions to the wrong answers, or from the right answers to the wrong questions. It doesn't matter where you go, or where you come from, as long as you keep stumbling. Maybe that's all it takes. Maybe that's as good as it gets. Elliot Alderson. Time to grow up. There are no gods. Our closest deities are a society of the richest, most influential men in existence. Men who F*** over the rest of US for profit, for fun, and leave US in the streets for dead. Mr. Robot. There are some people out there. And it doesn't happen a lot. It's rare. They refuse to let you hate them. In fact, they care about you in spite of it. The really special ones, they're relentless at it. Doesn't matter what you do to them. They take it and care about you anyway. They don't abandon you, no matter how many reasons you give them. No matter how much you're practically begging them to leave. You wanna know why? Because they feel something for me that I can't. They love me. Elliot Alderson. Choices. Me, Mr. Robot's right. That's what this is all about, the yeses and nos of life. But do we decide them, or do they decide us? Elliot Alderson. Is that what God does? He helps? Tell me, why didn't God help my innocent friend who died for no reason, while the guilty ran free? Okay. Fine. Forget the one-offs. How about the countless wars declared in his name? Okay. Fine. Let's skip the random, meaningless murder for a second, shall we? How about the racist, sexist, phobia soup we've all been drowning in because of him? And I'm not just talking about Jesus. I'm talking about all organized religion. Exclusive groups created to manage control. A dealer getting people hooked on the drug of hope. His followers, nothing but addicts who want their hit of asterisk 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 to keep their dopamine of ignorance. Addicts. Afraid to believe the truth. That there's no order. There's no power. That all religions are just metastasizing mindworms, meant to divide US, so it's easier to rule US by the charlatans that wanna run US. All we are to them are paying fanboys of their poorly written sci-fi franchise. If I don't listen to my imaginary friend, why the asterisk 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 should I listen to yours? People think their worship's some key to happiness. That's just how he owns you. Even I am not crazy enough to believe that distortion of reality. So asterisk 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 God. He's not a good enough scapegoat for me, Elliot Alderson. Trust me, in this day and age, it's sick of not having panic attacks. Since when did pretending everything's okay suddenly become the almighty norm, Darlene? Not an exact quote, but this poem named If by Rudyard Kipling is my favorite one. Every sentence of that poem feels like quote. Tragedy is when I cut my finger. Comedy is when you fall into an open sewer and die. Mel Brooks. Bite my shiny metal ass. / Bender Bending Rodriguez. In A Beautiful Mind, John Nash's speech. What truly is logic? Who decides reason? My quest has taken me to the physical, metaphysical, the delusional, back. I have made the most important discovery of my career, the most important discovery of my life. It's only in the mysterious equations of love that any logic or reasons can be found. I'm only here tonight because of you. You are the only reason I am. You are all my reasons. Thank you. Finally, time began to do its work. It heals all wounds, they say. I don't really believe that, but it does create scars, and we get used to feeling them. What is today but yesterday's tomorrow? An angel's wings weigh heavily on its shoulders, unknown. Give up on your dream and die. You must never confuse faith that you will prevail in the end, which you can never afford to lose, with the discipline to confront the most brutal facts of your current reality, whatever they might be. Admiral James Stockton. Helped me get through a very difficult time in my life. Change is the law of life. And those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. John F. Kennedy. It is only those who do nothing who makes no mistake. Peter Kropotkin. Asterisk 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 around and find out, cause sometimes you can learn a lot about yourself when you do. Everything works out in the end. So if it doesn't work out, then it's not the end. Made this myself. An empty search history says more than a full one. What a job, poker. Ask anyone on the street and they'll say it's a game of chance. Or talk to Sam here, and he'll say it's about bluffing. Weren't you, Sam? But it's not, is it? It's about keeping you playing until the house collects. Big Chungus Genghis Khan. We can't change what's done. We can only move on. Someone's strongest strength is their biggest weakness. Beluga. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. The Nazis entered this war under the rather childish delusion that they were going to bomb everyone else, and nobody was going to bomb them. At Rotterdam, London, Warsaw and half a hundred other places, they put their rather naive theory into operation. They sowed the wind, and now they are going to reap the whirlwind. Sir Arthur Bomber Harris. He knew what modern warfare looked like, and the terrible costs that were required to end it quickly. No matter where you go, there you are. I got to a plane is always safe on the ground, but it is not made for that. Always take some meaningful risks in life to achieve great heights. Chandrasekhar Azad. Life is all about a card game. Choosing the right cards is not in our hand, but playing well with the cards in hand determines our success. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. War is an ugly thing, but not the ugliest of things. The decayed and degraded state of moral and patriotic feeling which thinks that nothing is worth war is much worse. The person who has nothing for which he is willing to fight, nothing which is more important than his own personal safety, is a miserable creature who has no chance of being free unless made and kept so by the exertions of better men than himself. John Stuart Mill. War isn't hell. War is war and hell is hell, and of the two, war is a lot worse. There are no innocent bystanders in hell, but war is chock full of them. Little kids, cripples, old ladies. In fact, except for a few of the brass, almost everybody involved is an innocent bystander. Hawkeye, maybe, not sure if that's the origin. Happy is the man who can make others better, not merely when he is in their company, but even when he is in their thoughts. Your actions and character should stay with people, even when you're not there, and in turn others will have the same effect on you. As you live by the examples of those in front of you, be mindful of those behind you, and find space not only in their presence, but in their minds and hearts, and they will do for you. Together, loneliness is impossible. Brave person is not the one that is ready to take his own life. Brave is the one that is ready to fix it. Prepare the child for the path, not the path for the child. Brené Brown. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes courage is the quiet voice at the end of the day saying I will try again tomorrow. Marianne Radmacher. Life is always about choice. If I were to wish for anything, I should not wish for wealth and power, but for the passionate sense of the potential, for the eye which, ever young and ardent, sees the possible. Pleasure disappoints, possibility never. And what wine is so sparkling, what so fragrant, what so intoxicating, as possibility? Soren Kierkegaard. It's okay to go through awful places, just don't stop and unpack. He who has a why to live for can bear almost anyhow. Friedrich Nietzsche. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. Aristotle. The truth is the game was rigged from the start. Asterisk asterisk the past can hurt. But from the way I see it, you can either run from it, or learn from it. Asterisk asterisk. Asterisk Rafiki, The Lion King, 1994. Asterisk. Deep voice, tickle time. Adam Driver in the movie asterisk ANNETTE asterisk. If you met an asshole in the morning, you met an asshole. If you meet assholes all day long, asterisk YOU apostrophe RE asterisk the asshole. Raylan Givens. Life is an endless cycle of illusion and disappointments that you make yourself believe aren't true. But, now, cats are cute. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times, if one only remembers to turn on the light. Albus Percival Wulfric Brian Dumbledore, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Fortune favors the prepared mind. We assume people we know can't be serial killers. Hangman is a good game. It teaches you, by saying the wrong words you can end someone's life. Someone. Do I dare disturb the universe? TSP it. Imagination is the essence of discovery. The monkey from Overwatch. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up. Mark Twain. If they wanted to, they would. If you want to know what a person fears losing the most, watch what they photograph. Unknown. An armed society is a polite society. Manners are good when one may have to back up his acts with his life. Robert A. Heenan. A ship in harbor is safe, but that is not why ships are built for. John Nashad. If you love a flower, don't pick it up. Because if you pick it up, it dies and it ceases to be what you love. So if you love a flower, let it be. Love is not about possession. Love is about appreciation. No idea where I got this from.